Well, I like Brussels sprouts. A lot of people don't like Brussels sprouts, and I enjoy those.
And you eat them
so-
fresh.
I eat those frozen.
You eat them frozen.
Yes.
There you go. See, and you follow that.
So one thing that you're doing to have fun, you also act, right? You came out here a year ago for acting.
A year ago to act.
So what did you do before that to have fun, to enjoy yourself?
Well, there is nothing I have ever done. Now I go back, I'm born 1912. 1912, I quit school when I was 15 to go to work. And I remember the first job I got, it was on Post Street in San Francisco in a garage, and I got 10 cents an hour.
Oh my God.
And then I remember the first solid job I got, I was getting 50, this was about 1934, 35. I was getting $55 a month, and the boss come around and said, listen, I have to reduce your wages to 50. Well, I didn't say I quit. I said, okay, what can I do? Then, 1939, Hitler, and then the buildup. And the buildup, and then you can get all sorts of different trades. All sorts of trade schools went in, and I became a machinist.
Really? Okay.
I became a machinist, and so that's about 39.
Yeah, but did you enjoy doing that?
Pardon me?
Did you enjoy doing that?
I have never done anything in my life I didn't enjoy.
That's a good philosophy too.
I don't know whether it's genetic or whether I adapted it or I knew that that life is more enjoyable if you have fun. I have no idea. I just know I enjoyed it. But I remember this one machine shop I'm working, and a guy comes around looking around. And I said, hey, what's on your mind? Oh, he says, I'm hunting for a job. And he says, I'm picking out the best place. A year or two before that, you were begging to get a job. Things turned around.
Yeah.
They turned around. Then, after World War II, I went to a second-hand shop in San Francisco, and I bought a tuxedo. I went to the waiter's room and said, hey, I'm a waiter.
So you just adapted to different types of jobs.
Different, and I went from a waiter, and I drove cab, and I was a bartender. And every one of those jobs, having fun and making people laugh.
But even if you don't like your job, you can still make it be fun by learning to enjoy it, or learning to enjoy the people around you, or...
Absolutely. If you don't enjoy the job, make the best of it, and then
or get out and find a different job,
and then get the hell out.
Right.
But while you're there, make the best of it. What the hell's the difference? The day's going to go much faster.
That's true. And if you're in a good mood, or you act like you're in a good mood, then people around you will be in a good mood. And they say that, all that stuff throws around to other people, and other people adapt to it. So if you're in a good mood and you're smiling, people respond with a smile, or they respond with laughter.
Laughing is catching. Now, let me tell you, when I came down here, I had trouble with the directions. And I stopped, and I forgot where it was, and I stopped this guy, and he was, when I was way to show me to go here and there and so forth. And I said to him, listen, when you're 92 like me, I hope you meet a nice guy like I just met. And we had a laugh. We had a laugh. And these are just little things that I do all the time. They don't cost anything. What the hell?
Exactly, but it's a good philosophy, and if it makes you happy.
It absolutely makes you happy, and life. And if you're happy, life is just more enjoyable. If you're a grouch, then life is miserable.
That's true, yeah. And they say misery loves company. So if you're a grouch, people who are miserable are going to swarm around you.
Swarm around you, exactly.
So what do you want people out there to know, or what message do you want to send to people?
I want people, if they want to reach 92 and act and feel like they're 42, adopt a program that is healthy and happy. That's my message. That's my message.
And there's no cookie jar too hot.
And of course, I go back to my motto: no cookie jar is too high if you're determined.
Now, do you live every day by that motto?
I certainly live every day by that motto. Some days, some things may not go that well for me.
Right.
And I may feel a little gloomy. But I endeavor to put that aside. You can't do it all the time.
Right.
You just can't do it all the time. But do it.
Yeah, and you can also have the philosophy that no matter how bad things are, they can always be worse and they can always get better.
I never thought. Say that again. I want to write it down.
No matter how bad things are, they can always get worse and they can always get better. So when you're thinking that your day is bad or how life is no fun right now, it can always get worse.
And
so you have to learn to look at the positive side.
This is very true. Now, yesterday, last night, I called my brother in San Francisco, and he was feeling miserable, down with the flu. And this article I just read from there,
right.
I quoted the same thing I quoted here, I quoted there. And I said, Ed, don't feel sorry for yourself. There's a lot of people that are worse off than you, and in a short time you're going to be over it anyway.
Exactly, and that's exactly why I say that it can always be worse, and especially like the flu, it'll be over in a couple days. So.
Right. But I never put that down just like you did, and I'm going to put that to memory.
Okay, sounds good.
And I'll give you credit.
Oh, thanks. Well, thanks for joining us today, Johnny.
Can I have your autograph?
Of course. Thanks for joining us today on Jessica. If you have any questions about Johnny or if you would like to contact him, you can contact me in the email that will follow in the credits, and I'll pass the message along to him. And keep in mind, we all want to live a happy, healthy, long life, and at 92, Johnny can say that he has. So we all strive for that. And no cookie jar is too high. Be determined. Have a good day.
Nice way to end it, huh?